Brittany coming home. Brittany coming home. When y'all go to other countries, y'all better leave that shit alone. Hey, what's up, babes? Keisha's babes. Brittany is back. She's on her way back to the U.S. So I want to know your thoughts. I talked to my friends about it this morning, and, you know, there were some different views. Number one, everybody is happy that she's back home, but people are questioning at what cost. Was it worth it? So let's talk about it. See y'all in a bit.
Hey everybody, it's Keisha, baby, and if you got time for the tea, come holla at me. See you in a bit.
Brittany is coming home after serving 10 long, hard months in Russian prison. I am so happy and elated that she's at home. I can only imagine what her wife and her parents and her friends and her teammates, the city of Houston, are feeling right now. Can you imagine your sibling, your lover, out of country playing basketball for this country? And then she has a little bit of CBD oil in her suitcase and she gets detained. And you're like, oh, it's a little bit of CBD oil, because in America, that ain't nothing. Not even really fixing to get in trouble for that, right? And then 3 months pass, 6 months pass, and then you find out that she has to do 9.5 years. And you even wondering, is my family member, my loved one, are they going to be able to endure that? Are they ever going to come home? Will they even live to make it, to serve the time, to come back? When they come back, is this going to be the same person? What type of psychological issues are they going to have, or are they going to have to deal with? Like, that's scary. So, I thank God that she's back. However, my friends and I were having a discussion, and one of them posed the question, at what cost? Is it worth the cost? Well, you say, well, what do you mean? Well, okay, let's keep it high and positive. We're getting Brittany back, and we're also getting a Marine, Paul Whelan, back. I think he was over there for 4 years, and he was in prison for espionage charges. Hey, Keisha, what is espionage? That means when you're like going to another country and you're spying and getting information about their political system or military system, and you're giving that information back to your country. So that's why he was in prison. He's coming home too. Very happy and elated for him and his family. He was not part of the deal, so let's keep that in mind. He wasn't part of the deal as far as the swap between who we're about to talk about. Brittany was part of the deal for the swap to get Victor Bout back. All right, AKA the merchant of, I'm on YouTube. I don't know if I can say the D word. It rhymes with Heth, starts with a D. He's a merchant of, okay? So let me give you some information about him. Let's see. Victor Bout is a convicted arms dealer who was set to serve 25 years on U.S. soil because he was conspiring. Y'all got to watch me because I don't know if I can say all these words. Like, I'm trying to build my channel up. I don't want it to be taken away. He was conspiring to put to sleep, we'll say that, Americans by acquiring and exporting anti-craft missiles and providing these materials to support. Damn, I'm gonna bleep that out. I don't know if I can say the T word. Organizations. So they have released someone who basically wants to do and has the intelligence to do and the connections to do some really terrible things to us, right? So one of my friends was like, oh, well, he's free now. So what motive would he have to do bad things to us over here? Well, I said, well, what motive did he have from the get-go? I said, so now he was in prison on our soil for about 12 years. I'm sure they weren't like, Mr. Bounce, what type of coffee would you like this morning? You know what I'm saying? What would you like to eat? Are you comfortable? Do you need an extra pillow? I'm sure while he was in prison, he was probably getting messed up. You know what I'm saying? So he probably even more mad now than he was before if he was plotting for less back then, I wonder what he thinking about now. That he didn't probably, all kind of stuff didn't probably happen to him while he been locked up. They won't let me out. So I just really wanted to, I'm not going to give too much of my opinion, but I'm going to say as a person, as a human, as a Black woman, as a Houstonian, I'm glad Brittany is back. But I just really want to hear y'all comments on the flip side of it. Do you think it will cost us anything negative now that we've released a psychopath? I really want to know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And another thing, I'm talking to not just my people, to all of us U.S. citizens. Now is not the time to go to another country doing the stuff that's cool here that may be illegal over there. A lot of people go to another country thinking, oh, it's not illegal to do this there because it's not illegal to do certain things here, right? Just really not knowing. Anytime you visit another country, I would research like medications that you may be bringing over. My girlfriend went to Dubai and was saying that I think Tylenol or something like that, something real simple, was illegal. Whatever you pack, especially if you're going to a real foreign country, right? Do a little bit of research and see what you can and cannot bring. I know here in the South, we like to travel to Mexico a lot. And y'all, I'm about to do a YouTube on what happened to me in Tulum. I will never go back to Mexico. I'm going to say this real quick. I was caught up in a cartel war. I didn't even know I was going to make it home. I got a whole nother YouTube about that. I'm not going back to Mexico. Look, Shanquella, I ain't got time. I'm done. But a lot of people like to take a little bit of Mary Jane to Mexico, right? Like to sneak it. If you get caught, you are subject to, these people are poor, right? They automatically assume that because you're American, you have a whole bunch of money, even though we barely making it in our place of barely making it, which is completely different than another country's barely making it, right? Our barely making it to another country is like we still rich. Is it worth getting caught, being held up for ransom, having to cough up $3,000 or $5,000? God forbid you just saved up for a whole year to go to Mexico and you just only really had enough money to eat and your friends ain't got it, your family ain't got it, and you come up missing because you just want to have a good time. Don't do it. Like, you there to have fun with your friends or your spouse or whoever, just your family. Just go have a good, clean time and come back, because it's not worth the what if, right? What ifs may not happen a lot, but they do happen, and you never want it to be one of you. So I'm asking y'all, please, I travel a lot too. Do your research, see what you can and can't bring. Don't try to sneak anything to another country that you think you can bring and get away with. You have to be careful. You have to protect yourself as if you were your own child. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth the consequences. It ain't worth them trying to smuggle $3,000, $5,000 out of you. And if you ain't got it, you ain't coming home. It ain't worth it. Like, sometimes we be a little too careless, Americans, when we go to other countries. We got to really protect yourself as if you talk to yourself like you would be talking to your child going to another country. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself like you were your own child. I tell my friends that Let's be careful. Let's watch out for each other. Let's love one another. But I want to see what y'all think. I want to see a debate. If y'all agree with one of my friends who I don't think it was worth putting our soil security at risk. Or another friend's I don't care. That wasn't right. They shouldn't have detained her anyway. She didn't come home. Let me know your thoughts. All right. And always remember, please, I'm trying to grow my channel. Like, subscribe, and share my video. Please, please, please. I love y'all. And if you want the tea, you can always come holler at me. Have a good day.